Hey guys, I'm kind of reconsidering my original idea. I was going to do each character in the entire series and run them through the gauntlet, but I don't really think I have time for that. I kind of want to start playing Melee and Brawl, so I'm just going to pick one more character and run them through. How about Captain Falcon? Speaking of which, we need a new Captain Falcon game, F-Zero game. Let's see. I played the original F-Zero. I played the original F-Zero. I played the I haven't played the N64 one. I played the one for the Game Boy. I played the one for the Game Boy Advance, and then I played one for the GameCube one, and I haven't played that other one for the Game Boy Advance, the one that was based on the anime. I like them all for different reasons. The original I really liked. It's this really fast-paced Mode 7 racing game. The one for the Game Boy Advance, the first one for the Game Boy Advance, I didn't like as much because although it had the same Mode 7 feel of the original, it didn't feel as smooth. It felt clunkier. Also, you didn't get to control the Blue Falcon, which kind of annoyed me. I don't know, maybe you had to unlock it. I didn't play it that much. And then F-Zero GX was honestly one of the best racing games I've ever played. It's this complex 3D racing game with tons of roller coaster-like tracks. I'm sure you've heard about it before, but what actually is pretty interesting is I saw the new trailer for the new Mario Kart 8, and it kind of... Some of the mechanics they had kind of reminded me, you know, the zero gravity and driving on walls and having alternate paths through the race, or what appeared to be alternate paths. It's not clear yet if that's what it is. But, yeah. So, in the other two videos, the first one I kind of discussed kind of my opinion on this Super Smash Bros. Series. The second one I discussed kind of what I thought about some of the new Nintendo games that were coming out, and now I'd kind of like to devote a little time to myself. No, wait, don't close out the video, no! Anyway, I've kind of been someone who has watched, you know, the famous internet critics on That Guy with the Glasses or Cinemassacre, and, you know, really been inspired, and, you know, the Chaos Theater, and, to simply put it, kind of wanted to do it myself, and I started this summer with the first video I did, which was top 5 animes that I've watched, which I kind of regret making because I had this whole idea that in order to properly do this channel, I needed to do this like big video that I could look back on and reference in future videos, and it needed to be this big thing. So I'm like, how about the 5 greatest animes I've ever watched? And after doing this and getting a little bit more experience, not much, but a little, I kind of realized that wasn't really the right approach. Because the funny thing is, it has currently 100 views, and it was only on the 5 animes that I have watched, and I probably watched a total of 12 animes, so I realized this is very opinionated. I'm not really an expert on animes in general, and I really shouldn't be talking about this. And so for my next video, I talked about something that was a little bit more personal. I talked about the top 5, what am I saying? It wasn't a top 10 list. And a review of the Animorphs TV series based on the book series by K.A. Applegates, which I was a huge fan of. And I can never get the last target in any of these. And I started doing the video, I was all set, I was kind of optimistic about it, and then I discovered the... Oh god, I should have remembered his name for the video, but I can't. What's his face? This guy, sorry, I can't remember his name, basically did an entire long series. He reviewed like every episode in the entire series, and I watched a good portion of it and then thought to myself, oh god, what can I bring to this that this guy hasn't already said? He has covered like everything, the what went into production. He reviewed every single episode, gave his opinion on it, and I just thought to myself, what am I? I'm just watching the episode and just saying what I thought about it and making a few jokes, and then kind of went through a period of questioning myself and thinking, what was I thinking? You know, can I really keep a channel like this going? Can I, in the future, actually make this my job if I decide to go down that path? And the funny thing is that once, you know, a few people started to watch it, you know, went from 20 views to 2,000. The few people that did watch it actually kept demanding a part 2, and I responded, you know, in the comments, you know, why would you want a part 2? It was terrible. And then I realized, you know, I mean, I think I was too hard on myself, maybe. And so, then I started reviewing a Full Metal video, and the Full Metal Alchemist movie, which I didn't really hate as much as I alluded to in the video, but I'll get to that when part 2 comes out. But, the frustrating thing what happened was my editing software had 2 glitches. One of them in which my editing software altogether just crashed and would not work. I managed to fix that by updating it. And then the second thing is my USB hard drive would no longer be recognized by my editing software. So I potentially lost everything. I managed to fix that too. But because of those 2 delays, I still have not come out with part 2, even though I've written the script, you know, written the script, filmed all the live action scenes, and, you know, basically the entire, what I'm going to mapped out. I've mapped out pretty much everything, but just I haven't had the time because of midterms right now. And then I decided probably just to go back to the Animorphs video because, you know, the few fans, if you can even call it that saw it demanded part 2, so I decided to please whatever small fan base, if you could even call it that, exists that I have. And something I forgot to mention was at one point I did a creepypasta vlog, and I thought to myself, you know, how can I, you know, really... At first I thought, you know, this would be a great idea, non-scripted material, and, you know, that I could talk about every week to just, you know, keep people interested if I had any followers. Oh crap, I just made it impossible to get to that platform. And then I started to go through, and I uploaded it, and to this day, really, no one has watched it. It has like 20 views, and I just went through a period of time where I just thought, shit. I'm sorry, I'm sputtering a lot. I just went through a period of time where I didn't really know if anyone really wanted to watch my channel, if I should even keep going. Again, and then I kind of went through a sudden realization, like, okay, you gotta give it a little time before people actually see your videos. Like, you're gonna go through a period where literally, like, 20 people have watched your videos, then 2,000 have watched your videos, and hopefully it'll keep escalating from there. And then, you know, hopefully create a fan base. That's like the reviewer's American dream, if you will. Kamikaze right there. So, I mean, this has kind of been a little bit of a personal experience for me, a real learning experience, because I really didn't know and still don't really know how YouTube really works. Like, the mathematics that go into it, the algorithms, how to get subscriptions and views. So, one thing I think I realized was most people really don't start out with a gigantic video, like I did. Like, I said, okay, you know, go big or go home. Like, I covered, like, all the 5 animes I've watched, you know, like, some of the, in my opinion, some of the greatest TV shows ever made, and then I realized that really wasn't the way to go, because, you know, most people, like, people in the Chaos Theater, like, will start out by just uploading video game music, and maybe make a top 10 list about it in a year after they've uploaded a lot of content, and, you know, people subscribe to them just because they want to, you know, listen to video game music while they do their homework or something like that, or in Doug Walker's case, you know, that guy with the glasses, he started out by doing the 5-second movies, which was just a joke, which was more just a joke for him, and then he started doing Nostalgia Critic reviews, and then people started to catch on to him, and now he's made a living off of it. And, you know, I thought to myself, do I need more non-scripted material? Do I need to first, you know, upload a filler like this, like Let's Plays, or continue the vlogs, which I abandoned because I didn't think anyone wanted to watch them. And I considered uploading video game music. If I did, it would probably be underrated video game music. And to be honest, I kind of want to, if anyone's listening, I'd kind of like to hear your opinion. Like, what would you like me to do? Do you want me to continue the vlogs? Do you want me to do something else? Do you want me to upload video game music? Because I've collected some underrated games, if you will, and I mean, I kind of had an idea to do underrated music, upload that, but if anyone's listening, I'd kind of like to hear, like, what do you want me to do? Oh, one thing I forgot to talk about was the E.T. video I did. That one was the first one I uploaded that I really actually did feel good about, because it was the first time I ever showed my face. And that was nice because, like I said, I kind of went through a period where I really questioned what I was doing and if it was really going to benefit me all, or if I was just wasting my time. And, wow, that was a failure. That was a time when I really actually felt good about myself for once. Like, maybe I really could keep doing this channel. Maybe people really did want to watch. Even though it didn't get the most views, it kind of just gave me a boost of confidence. If you haven't checked it out, I recommend you do. And I'm not just saying this to get more views. But, it's an obscure game for the Game Boy that's, to put it blankly, one of the creepiest games I've ever seen. Mainly due to its questions that it asks that become very personal. I'm gonna just stand here since they seem to be taking care of everything for me. Crap. Again, I always fall silent around this area. I don't have anything to say, probably because I need to, for the first time, actually think about what I'm doing. Oh, now I don't, because I'm invincible. Sorry, I've been pretty silent. I'm trying to think of something to say. So, I kind of look back on my top 5 animes video and groan, because I really had no idea really what I was doing, and I told myself, you know, if I ever succeed with this, I'm going to look back on this one day, and I want to do something I can reference, and then I realized, you know, this kind of hobby, or hopefully job, is one where you kind of need to just see where the wind takes you. You can't really plan it out. It's first off, it's heavily relying on if you can get a fan base or not, and if people actually want to listen to you. And so then you kind of have to appeal to what they want to a certain extent. Again, if anyone's listening, please, if you have any recommendations, go ahead. And also, it's because I had this mentality of I need to do something big. I need to do something large. Like, everyone has this period of time where they waste, where they just upload dumb videos that didn't really take much effort or work into it. And then I realized, well, that's kind of how we all have to start out. We all kind of have to start out with something small, if you will, and go from there. So probably I need to do that as well. So, at the end of this video, I'd like to leave maybe a small trailer, if you will, for what I've been working on. And to whoever's watching, thank you very much. I'll see you next time.
Speaking of which, didn't he say that a half an hour ago he was a regular kid? That would mean that within a half an hour he encountered Alfangor, he escaped, an entire night went by, he went to school, had lunch, got out of school, and had just enough time to casually walk down the street. Now look, I'm no expert on the subject, but I'm going to take a wild guess and presume they probably do not have access to airplanes, zeppelins, advanced weaponry, and as we later learn, rocket ships.
Come on guys, it's gotta be over.